is Katuke Monique, your optimistic realist, and I am here today to let you know exactly why I started this channel. This channel is geared towards men, and young ladies. Mostly men because I want to encourage you guys to embrace your masculinity. I want you to be secure in your manhood, and I want you to feel empowered to be our leaders once more. You have a very special, pivotal role in society, and I don't want you to think that we as ladies are taking that in low regard or in any form of disdain. Although there have been factions as of late, like the New Age feminist movement, that's really trying to reverse the roles of men and women. They have a goal seemingly to denigrate masculinity in males, which is odd, but they want to encourage women to be more masculine in order to thrive in society, which is weird. And I feel like that has actually led to a lot of hurt mindsets that lead to a lot of hurt people in general. So let's stop the hurt, let's stop that vicious cycle. And men, I'm especially focusing on you because I actually had a personal experience getting to know a young man that would have been perfect for a particular young lady, but he had actually been damaged by a girl. And yes, she was a grown-up, as in, of age. She was over 25, but she had done some very seemingly irreparable damage to this young man. And now he had an outlook on women of a distrustful nature, a misunderstood sense of love, which we can get into that into other videos. But today I just wanted you to know why this channel is geared towards uplifting men and getting you guys to re-embrace your masculinity once more, be secure in your manhood, and just feeling overall empowered to be our leaders once more in society. We actually have some special interviews coming up in future videos, so I wanted to keep you up to date on that. Again, my optimistic realism comes from just wanting to look on the bright side of things. I know this is not the end-all, be-all deciding factor for how society is going to go forward, because we can actually garner ourselves in a group form to fight a resiliency battle as far as bouncing back from negative mindsets, bouncing back from backwards mindsets. And it's funny because while I was out the other evening just doing some marketing, really engaging the community and whatnot, having a blast, it was funny because as of late, I assumed that perhaps it was only boys that had a certain disdain for ladies such as myself. But no, it's also girls that have a certain disdain for ladies such as myself. And that's weird because I'm actually trying to help and increase the awareness as far as the attack on men and women, but mainly men, from this New Age feministic mindset. So it is detrimental, and I definitely want to fight against it, and I need you to help me fight against it so we can all get along better and realize just how great we are cohesively together. There's a beautiful union between a man and a woman. And again, the last week's video was called Flee Toxic Poison. Now, if you are in a toxic marriage, you actually have to just stay and work on that. So I'm talking to single men that are, when you file your taxes, it says single, married, head of household. So if you can select that single box, if you are unwed, this channel is geared towards uplifting you. Now, if you're a married man that is been a victim of a mindset that has been taken captive by this New Age feminist movement, you got to work with your wife. You made a vow, so that thing's locked in there. You guys are now one flesh. And I can encourage you to definitely communicate, engage one another, and see where some of the underlying root causes are coming from if you're having issues. I pray you don't have issues. So single guys, keep those heads held high. Again, if you are noticing that perhaps you're a young lady that you really are drawn to, you really have a great want to, be her head in a sense because you want to become one, just know that if she is having mental barriers or even heart barriers, patience is cool, but once it comes out as far as toxicity or especially toxic poison, before you yourself are damaged, you need to get out of there because you are perfect for some lovely young lady, and I don't want you to get damaged in the process of trying to love someone through their pain. It's a lot of pain out here, but you actually have to do a lot of self-healing if you ever want to get past that pain, if you ever want to understand that there's a higher level for you. So, press forward towards the high calling because that's what's going to make you see things with more of an optimistic viewpoint. You can always say, you know what, I did do my best to try to help this person through whatever pain or hardship they were going through. And unfortunately, not everybody's going to appreciate it like the next. So just stay positive. Definitely do not avoid reality. Reality is a huge key. And we want you to stay grounded in that which is real. And again, we have a wonderful interview coming up for you. I don't know if I'm going to give a little bonus video this week on Friday or make that wait till the next Thursday. I think I'm just going to go ahead and release it because I'm a little excited to get somebody on here and interview them. Well, again, just going to uplift you guys and keep you motivated. Men, we can do it together. And I definitely want to see those comments. Just keep them coming so that way I'll know if I want to perhaps have you on in an interview. We really got to express this hurt, get it out there so we can move on past it. Again, this is K2K Monique, your optimistic realist, signing off.